Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining today's Inspire podcast. Really excited about this opportunity to come together. I hope everybody had an incredible long holiday weekend, and happy Easter to everybody. And I hope you spent some great time with your families. I know here in Dallas it was incredible weather, and got just to have an incredible time outdoors and having fun. So hopefully everybody had the same. But we have another big announcement this morning that we're going to be making here in just a moment. Before we get started, we are so excited about the response that we're getting from Integrity's Got Talent. My goodness, we are having so much fun. In fact, Ann, are you there? I know Kendall's there. Ann, are you there with us too?
I am. Good morning, Brian.
Hey, well, so between you and Kendall, well, first of all, Kendall showed up with A.C. Chapman and singing a Johnny Cash, June Carter song. That was amazing. In fact, I was sitting there watching AC and Kendall sing, and I was thinking, who is that singing with him? And then, my gosh, it was Kendall. So that was incredibly talented. Kendall, what was that like? Was that fun?
Man, that was so much fun. I am low-key in love with that wig that I was wearing. So I'm sure I'll find an excuse to wear that again. That was and AC just like hamming it up there on the guitar. It was so funny. We had so much fun doing that.
Speaking of AC, I think AC's on the phone. Or AC, are you there with us?
I'm here, Brian.
AC, I never knew you could play. Well, I don't know if you were actually playing the guitar, but you were sure working it hard. That was, and speaking of wigs, you had a hell of a wig on yourself, man.
Yeah, well, I think that ended up looking more like Roy Clark than it did Johnny. But, man, Kendall talked me into doing that, and I, at the end of the day, ended up having a blast doing it. So, and forevermore, that song is ingrained in my mind till the day I die. So. It was a lot of fun.
That was, you guys singing Jackson. That was so much fun. So tell us, so there's a lot of people who are thinking, they're kind of on their edge, thinking, should I submit a talent or not? I mean, we are getting some incredible stuff out there. In fact, we've already seen some submissions for cake decorating, ice skating, dancing, cooking, piano playing, singing, ukulele playing. There was a guy, I watched a guy doing bubble sounds with his mouth. Oh, Mitch Bordeaux over at TA was making bubble sounds with his mouth. I think we got Stephen and Ann dancing. So tell me, all of you guys have been submitting, and there's some people out there going, I don't know, should I submit this? Is it really a talent? What's your advice to them, AC?
My advice is everybody needs to tee it up. It's, matter of fact, I was texting with Dan McNerney. I don't know if he sent anything in, but at the end of the day, we need all the partners to belly up and, let's put ourselves out there.
Dan McNerney has some really funny ones and that he can get into. I can think of some of the Facebook posts he's made over the years. But, yes, I agree. There's going to be a lot of fun ones out there. So if you haven't had a chance to submit your talent, you still have time. In fact, you can go ahead and post your video to integritymarketing.com/Integrity's Got Talent by April 12th to get that in. And we are giving away, golly, this is a lot of money. We are giving away over $30,000 in prizes, with $5,000 going to the grand prize winner. So you don't want to miss out on this. And I, just like AC, encourage everybody to take time to to post out there. And I know you've been watching some of these submissions, which, like, if nothing else, people should just get on and look at some of the submissions. So what are some of your favorite ones?
Oh my gosh! Well, so it was all kinds of talent. There's someone I think who just submitted like a hyperlapse painting. Like as they were painting, they did it technologically where you could actually add the hyperlapse. Unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
You had I think you had Jake Tesh on this show, didn't you? You had him surprise sing one time. He was on here, and so he sang with his wife, and you know that they are actually professional singers with a group called Vocalocity. So they are singing. We've got some golf. We've got, I'm looking right here, oh wow, there's a ballerina. There is a ballerina from AIMC. Wow, unbelievable. One of our friends.
Hold on.
Yes.
AC submitted twice. He sang and
No. From AIMC. AIMC.
That's where he's at.
AC.
That's where he's at.
I know.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
You gotta no ballerina. No tutus for AC.
I'll pay you $5,000 just to put on a tutu and be a ballerina.
Yeah, definitely gonna pass on that one.
Oh, no, that's funny.
My gosh.
Okay,
it's awesome. One of our friends.
John Bettis just texted and said, "Can you even imagine?" So there's some. Listen, that could be the horse everybody backs here, AC. If you break out your tutu.
Well, don't be looking for that one, Brian.
Mike White just said he'll pay $10,000 to see you. Now we've got a charity sponsorship here. This could be. We could do some.
Maybe we'll reconsider then. How about this? Maybe I partner up with Brian Kimball on the ballerina gig.
Listen, if you pull that off, you two get together. That could be amazing. That could absolutely be amazing.
You just let me know what color to wear. I got a couple different options. Just let me know which color you want me to pull out, and I'll break it out.
Oh my God, this could get good, guys. We should have really some fun with this. I don't even know where to go from here. I'm like so off topic that, and I've got this visual of AC Chapman and Ryan Kimball. I've got this visual of AC jumping into the arms of Ryan, and it's kind of like that Dirty Dancing move where he pictures up over his head.
Oh my God! We should really do it the other way around. It would be a better visual.
Whoa, baby! Whoa.
We're going to have both of you sign a couple of waivers before we get started, if you don't mind. Oh, I can't stop laughing. Well,
I don't know. Now the visual's there, Brian. Maybe Mike and Ryan on the ballerina gig. Have Ryan jumping into Mike's arms.
Mike White in there. That would be fun. Well, guys, all right, give me a second to recompose myself. But seriously, this has been a lot of fun, and we haven't even started the contest yet. So this is going to be incredible, huh?
It is totally going to be incredible. So load a 60-second video. I'm dying. We are so off this morning and so entertaining. I'm picturing Mike White and AC doing that. I'm dying. Okay, so yes, submit your 60-second video. And Ryan Kimball. I just can't figure out who's jumping up in whose arms. Oh my gosh, you guys kill us.
John Bettis.
John Bettis. Why can't John
Bettis said he's in if you guys do it. Well, hey guys,
you guys have to. You have to. Okay.
Hey, I'm getting. Mike White said, "I'll pay $10,000 for me not to do it." And John Bass just said, "What? I didn't volunteer. All right. Well, guys, hey, Ryan and AC, stick around. We have a huge announcement today, and I would love for you guys to add into this. As you guys may know, tomorrow morning we're going to be announcing that Kellogg Insurance Marketing has joined the Integrity family. And as part of this partnership, Kevin Owens, President and CEO of Kellogg Insurance Marketing, will become a managing partner here at Integrity and continue to lead his team long into the future. And I know Ryan and AC and many of the partners know Kellogg, but Kellogg is a leading IMO, a national IMO based in Draper, Utah. And today, Kellogg distributes a variety of health, life, and Medicare insurance products through a network of agents all across the United States. In fact, they're licensed in all 50 states, and they recruit and train agents all across America. And their mission has always been to put the agent first, and that focus has led to their success and has enabled them to serve the insurance needs of tens of thousands of Americans each year. A little bit of background on Kellogg Insurance Marketing. It was founded by Ron Kellogg, a true icon in the insurance business, and started in the insurance industry in 1968 and spent his entire career serving the senior market, and eventually started Kellogg Insurance Marketing in 1998. And then in 2005, Kellogg was joined by Kevin Owens, and then Kevin officially took the reins after Ron unfortunately passed away last summer at the age of 79. And now, as part of the Integrity family, Kellogg Insurance can now offer even additional services to their agents and agencies that they work with. And they also have access to Integrity's cutting-edge technology and best-in-class shared services and all of the powerful resources that we have available to us. So on behalf of everyone here at Integrity, we want to welcome the Kellogg family to the Integrity family, and we can't wait to learn a little bit more from my good friend Kevin Owens. Kevin, are you there with us?
Yes, Brian, I'm here. Thank you.
Kevin, you got to be careful with this group. You might get roped into doing some dance, singing a song, doing something crazy here. In fact, we usually sing a song, and I got so excited talking about Integrity's Got Talent that we even skipped that part. So maybe we end on it today. But we have some really good friends here on the line. In fact, Mike Wingate wanted to join us, and he was just a great friend of Ron Kellogg. They were great friends for a long time, and unfortunately, Mike is on a flight right now, but he wanted me to offer his congratulations. He said he was great friends with Ron for so many years, and he said Ron was just such a great guy, and I always liked hearing about Ron's adventures riding motorcycles all across the country, and Ron was one of the best in the industry, and you are definitely following in Ron's footsteps. He knows that Ron would be proud, but we also have some other great friends of yours on here, and you just heard from them. They're going to be in tutus here pretty soon, but I wanted to let Ryan Kimball be one of the first ones to congratulate you as well.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Kevin, obviously super exciting day for us, and I know for all the other partners of Integrity. It's great to see what you've been able to accomplish out there, and it's fun to kind of think through what we're going to be able to do next inside of Integrity, brother. So super excited for you, super excited for the whole team, and obviously a little bit selfishly excited to be able to call you a partner now after working together for so long. So it's a fun time, and enjoy this week. It's going to be a good one.
Thank you, Ryan, and thanks for all the conversations we've had and the partnership we've had with Pipeline for so many years. I, too, am looking forward to these next steps and actually being partners and not just, quote-unquote, partnering on certain projects at the time. So
for sure.
Great days are ahead.
No doubt, brother. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But we also have a huge fan of y'all's in AC Chapman, who I know is already on here as well. So I thought we'd let AC say a few words before we get started too.
You bet, Brian, Kevin. I can't believe today finally happened. What an incredible day for you and the Integrity family. This is going to be such huge news when it hits tomorrow. And, you know, going back with Ron for so many years, I had the good fortune of traveling all over the West with Ron as we drove from state to state. We went to places like Chaco Canyon, which is a national park nobody's ever heard of. But Ron knew every place out west. Little Bighorn. It was like traveling with an historian on anything that happened out west. I met Ron in 1995 and was fortunate enough to call him a very dear friend, watch that organization just continue to expand, and then thinking about when Kevin came on board and really took Kellogg from a regional play to a national play in terms of distribution. And the thing I always said about Ron, and I know Kevin's the same way because I've been in meetings with him, they just don't recruit agents. Ron, even up until the end, would take a new agent, take him out in the field, and show him how to sell Medicare supplements and other products. And to watch, Kevin, what you've done there with that thing, well before Ron had his health issues, we're just thrilled to be able to call you a partner, and I just can't wait to engage at the partner level with you to watch you guys help us continue to grow this amazing organization. So hats off to you, brother. We're thrilled.
Thank you, AC. I was actually just thinking about pulling out of Chaco Canyon, and the first phone call Ron made was to you, letting you know he had just taken me to Chaco Canyon in New Mexico. And, yes, he truly knew the West and loved the history, and there is nothing like a road trip with Ron. Thank you for all your help over the years.
Well, what an exciting way for us all come together. Hey, AC, stick around because I've got something special for you at the end, if you don't mind. Do you mind sticking around for a second?
You bet.
All right, you stick around. But, Kevin, this is an exciting announcement for all of us. In fact, we're going to be announcing this publicly tomorrow. But what you and Ron Kellogg have built, the Kellogg Insurance Group, is just an incredible, incredible business. Tell us a little bit more about what you guys have been building there and a little bit more about Kellogg.
Thanks, Brian. I can't talk enough about Ron. I'm sure this broadcast doesn't last long enough for me to go through all those details, but I knew Ron for over 30 years, and he's, of course, our company's founder. He was a mentor and a friend to me for so many years, and he taught me more than I learned. But he was definitely an icon in this industry, and as Anthony mentioned, as AC, I call him Anthony, but as AC mentioned, even just 2-3 months before Ron had a stroke a little over a year ago, he was in the field with an agent, showing him how to sell a Medicare supplement. And I joke around that he had opportunities to sell with children of former clients from back in several years ago, and he always took an agent with him because even though he could sell the Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage, he could make presentations, but he wasn't always up on the technology on how to do the enrollments. So, no, we love Ron, and can never say enough good things about what he did for all of us here at Kellogg, but also for the industry in general. Ron had a motto over the years, 3 words: recruit and train. And every manager in our organization has a crystal cube on their desk reminding them to recruit and train. And it also has a quote from Ron where he said, "The day you stop recruiting is the day your agency starts going backwards." We are always very focused, as I know several other integrity partners are as well. We're always very focused on recruiting, and we place a heavy importance on knowing all of our agents. we try to know them individually. We make efforts to reach out to every single agent that joins our organization through the different FMOs and MGAs and GAs around the country. We see our agents and managers as part of the Kellogg family. They're what makes us great. One of the things I like about Integrity is that it feels like we're joining another family. We've always had the family atmosphere here. Matter of fact, we don't have staff meetings at Kellogg Insurance Marketing. We have family councils. So I was excited to see the importance placed on families by Integrity Marketing Group. Really in the end, Brian, I've looked at Integrity, and I've looked at several pieces of the platform that you have developed, that your team has developed and put together, and I know with those tools and the support from Integrity, I know it's going to help Kellogg Insurance Marketing continue to strive for the next level and get better and better every day. So this really was the best decision for our organization. It's going to allow us to preserve the legacy of Kellogg Insurance Marketing while also embracing positive changes that will come down the road. I can't say how excited I am about this day and the years to come.
Well, man, Kevin, we could not say it any better ourselves. We feel the exact same way. You and I have a lot in common. As you know, I grew up in a funeral home. My parents owned and operated funeral homes, and you and your family were in the funeral business as well. And that, I think a lot of that passion for service that the two of us have is really probably been birthed out of that in a lot of ways, just because of how we've were raised in that. But how you took what Ron's passion was about recruiting and training, and this whole idea of family and service, and what you guys have created at Kellogg Insurance Marketing Group has been just exceptional. It is just been really remarkable. In fact, you and I were talking about this one day. I was staying out in Utah for another meeting. I go in to check into a hotel, and I see the Kellogg Insurance Marketing Group information there, and they said that it was welcoming all of your top agents and agencies. And I remember sitting down at breakfast the next morning, and one of your agencies just talking to us. He had no idea I was in an insurance business, and was just talking to me about just how amazing Kellogg was and is, and then also telling me about just the opportunity that there is in this business, and just this idea that he was trying to recruit and train, even though he didn't know that I was in the business. I didn't have the heart to tell him, I'm already in the business, but it was really cool to watch. And so that passion that Ron has really instilled in so many, but you've also taken to the next level with this passion for family and service has been really, truly remarkable. Tell us a little bit more about how you got into the business and a little bit more about Kellogg today.
Great. Let me share a couple more things, I guess, first about Ron, about our founder.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever been more passionate about helping seniors with their health insurance than he was. I mean, he did it for over 50 years, and he didn't just lead an organization. He was out personally helping those seniors over that entire 52-year span. He started in 1968, and then as an individual agent. Soon after that, he was asked to train and help some other agents that were there in the office he was working in, and he took on that challenge, and he loved doing it. Ron always taught us that there's, in his feelings, there's plenty to go around, and he built this organization around the FMOs and MGAs and GAs those that wanted to help other agents be successful the way he helped agents in his earlier days in the industry. He created a culture here that you got to see a piece of when you were here in Salt Lake for that other meeting and ran into some of our managers and top agents. He created a culture where, we all bought into that feeling of philosophy that there was enough to go around, and we could get our top FMOs and MGAs to come into a room together and share their quote unquote secret sauce with each other and try to help each other be better. And they didn't benefit financially, directly from each other's efforts, but that's the culture that he created, where we have a team atmosphere and everybody's willing to help others be successful. He had a passion for recruiting and training, always looking for new agents. He always taught us to, talk where our feet are, and you never know who you're going to find that would want to be part of this great industry. Ron knew that the company needed to continue to evolve. He needed to have people around him that could take us into the future. And I guess knowing him at that time for over 20 years, and he kind of groomed me into this industry. I was really privileged and humbled when he asked me to come to Utah and partner with him at Kellogg Insurance Marketing, and together, in his words, combining the old school with the new school, we were able to develop a system that gave agents the support that they needed to be successful. As for how I got into the insurance business, we have that commonality. I was raised in the funeral industry. My dad was a funeral director and had a few funeral homes in northern Arizona. And, I grew up actually going a few days at times without seeing my dad because he was busy with work and church responsibilities. And I found myself hanging out at the mortuary, vacuuming the floors as a teenager. And then into high school, just watching my dad and watching how he took care of families, seeing how families spoke about him and how they felt about him, I knew there was something special about the funeral industry, and I decided to follow in his footsteps. I actually went to Dallas to mortuary school and became a funeral director and embalmer. And I think I feel like that just laid the groundwork, not knowing that in the future I'd be in this industry. It helped me develop a compassion for seniors. It helped me learn how to communicate with seniors about things that are very sensitive to them. We took care of families at the worst time of their life. And working with my dad also taught me the importance of having empathy, and really listening to those needs of the people that I'm talking to. I got my life insurance license in '97 so that I could help people that wanted to prearrange their funeral services. And then several years later, in 2005, I realized, just as I was a kid going a few days without seeing my dad, now the roles had reversed, and I was going a few days without seeing my own kids while I slept under the same roof. And I decided it was time to make a career change because of the time that I really knew that I wanted to and needed to have to spend with my family. At that time, I had known Ron for a little over 15 years, and so I called him up, and long story short, I had a meeting with him, learned about Medicare. I needed to get my health insurance license for the very first annual enrollment period that started in November when Medicare Advantage and Part D were being introduced for January of 2006. And when he realized I didn't have my health insurance license, he kind of panicked and said, "Don't worry, I'll go get it next week." And, I could feel his passion of this industry, and I was really excited. And that following week, I did go take a couple of day course and schedule my exam and send him my health insurance license less than a week after our very first conversation about Medicare. I built an agency through his mentorship in Arizona and Colorado for about 7 years before he invited me to come to Utah and partner with him at Kellogg, which I moved to Utah in 2003. It's been a great move. I've been blessed. My family's been blessed in this industry with opportunities to grow and learn and really get into the lives of our agents and managers around the country. And, I've been a better person by knowing them and the things I've learned from each one of them as well. So I love that now I get to help Kellogg Insurance Marketing grow as an organization, and I get to do that with the Integrity Marketing Group and everything that Integrity has to offer, mostly the incredible partnerships with so many amazing individuals around the country that I can't wait to get to know.
Wow. Well, that's an incredible story, and I know that everybody on here is incredibly excited about getting to know you even better as well, because that's really what it's all about. Is it all boils down to this compassion and helping people and being able to serve others, and in making a difference in people's lives. And we talk about that a lot of times here, living out these core values that we have, and really serving others, especially in the most important need and time of need. And we are just so incredibly honored that you chose to partner with Integrity. Do you mind sharing just a little bit about why you chose to partner with Integrity at this time?
I'd love to. You and I have that shared background in the funeral industry. Every agent out there has a story, and very few agents out there grew up wanting to be an insurance agent. I've got a son that's getting ready to make me change my story on that a little bit. He'll be 18 this summer, planning on getting his health insurance license. But, generally speaking, we find agents, we all do, that are on this call. We all find agents that are, from some different background, and for whatever reason, things didn't work out, and they're looking for a better opportunity, a new opportunity to help them with their families, and that's what we get to do. I'm excited for our employees, for our agents. There's so much that Integrity brings to the table that's going to help us improve the lives of our team, of our agents and managers, and the lives of the seniors that we serve. One of the reasons I decided to join Integrity is because in this scenario, nobody loses. And when nobody loses, the opportunities are truly endless for every single one of us. I saw Integrity's core values focused on family, and I realized that with Integrity, we're with the right people, and it's nice to be with people that have shared values and knowing what's most important in our lives. And as I mentioned earlier, here at Kellogg, we don't have staff meetings. We have family councils, and I value the input of our staff, and we have a very open dialogue, and we share positives in life, we share struggles in life, and we truly care about each other, and I feel that'll be the case with Integrity going forward.
Man, I love what you just said about no one loses. I just love that. Explain that just a little bit more to us.
How can you lose? You've got the best tools, the best resources and tools that an agent could ask for, and having that available for managers to go out and attract agents into the industry. We're always looking for agents that are not even involved in the insurance space, but to be able to go show them such a turnkey program to help them get launched into this industry, you don't lose there. When I was invited by Ron to be a partner 7-8 years ago, actually coming right up on 8 years ago now, when he invited me to come to Utah and be a partner with him. And now my entire team, my entire staff, everybody gets to be a partner with Integrity, and they get to benefit from the success that they are striving to help us obtain for our agency, which now, as part of the Integrity family, helps Integrity become that much better. So I don't see how anybody loses in this scenario. You know, I felt, you know, we visited several years ago, and I just felt at that time that it wasn't a matter of if, Brian, I shared this with you, I felt like it was a matter of when. And I still didn't think it was going to happen this soon. I thanked AC for reaching out and really encouraging me to take a look at this and see really how it benefits the entire organization, not just myself as a partner, but the entire organization. And when we sat down and I learned more about what Integrity's accomplished over the last several years, it was just it made the decision not difficult.
Wow. Well, we are so honored that you've chosen to partner with us. We think the future's full of fantastic opportunities. And after getting to meet you and your team and all of your employees recently in Utah, man, I tell you what, you have some of the best employees, best teammates and family members that we could ever ask for to join the Integrity family. And one of our core values, as you know, here at Integrity is family. And I know that is such a passion for you and was such a passion for Ron that it was so much fun that we got to bring our families together whenever I was out there, and our families got to hang out, got to spend time together, got to ride snowmobiles, got to have a snowball fight, and just spend time at your cabin in the mountains of Utah and just have a sweet family time together as we kind of finalize this partnership, but also shot the video. And so whenever everybody watches this video, I'm excited to say that this is the first video that we've ever had that we tied in my family, my wife and my two boys with your family, your wife Jennifer and your three kids, that we all came together for this video, just because family is such a core value for both of our organizations. And I just think that it's so sweet how we were able to bring that together for this video. And so I think I want to thank you on behalf of my family for letting us come to your cabin, be able to hang out, spend time with your family. And I can't wait to share that with everybody as we make this announcement tomorrow. It's going to be a big announcement in the industry. The press release is great. But I love, in fact, I was, with my family, my extended family, my sister and my parents and her family and my sister's family and stuff this weekend. And I pulled up this video to show them, just to show how much fun our two families had together and how proud I am to be your partner. And so thank you, my friend, for doing that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, especially as we announce this tomorrow publicly, but as we can run deeper together, you and Kellogg Insurance is going to make Integrity a much stronger organization and a much stronger family overall. So thank you, my friend, for doing that.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. I shared the video with my wife and kids. We were actually at the cabin this last weekend, spending that time together. And we watched the video. They loved it. They went on talking for quite a while about that day up there with your family and the good times that we had. So thank you for taking time to be there with us. We enjoyed it.
Oh, man, it was a highlight, certainly a highlight. So, well, hey, man, we're incredibly excited and proud to partner with you. And Ron would be so proud, I think, of what you're doing and you joining Integrity and the fun we're having as an Integrity family. So we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of different things, as you've heard some today. One of the things we're doing right now is called Integrity's Got Talent. So it's kind of like a talent show where people are highlighting their different talents and being able to showcase those that are employees of Integrity. And we're going to be giving away $30,000, with $5,000 going to the grand prize winner. And one of the things we're doing is we're matching all of the winnings that will also get to go to somebody's favorite charity. So the winner who will win $5,000 also gets to give $5,000 to their local favorite charity. And we're getting some great submissions. In fact, we usually start off by having Kendall sing and kind of break the ice. And I got so excited talking about Integrity's Got Talent and so excited about this partnership announcement today that I skipped over that part. So I wanted to see if Kendall and AC are still here because they submitted a great video of them as Johnny Cash and June Carter singing Jackson. So AC and Kendall, I hate to put you on the spot, but are you guys still there?
Really?
Hey, Brian.
Hey, AC, don't you know how you've known Ron forever? Wouldn't he be so proud of Kevin and just everything we're doing here?
You know, Brian, without any question, I got a text from one of Ron's good friends, said he was almost tearing up listening to this. Ron would have been incredibly proud. You know, I don't know if anybody loved the insurance business more than that guy. And to Kevin's point, Ron was one of these types, if he was in a restaurant and the server was engaging, he would, and Kevin, you can back this up, he tried to hire everybody into the insurance business. He didn't just want to hire licensed agents. He tried to hire everybody and brought a lot in. So, man, I'm kind of honored to be able to end this one with thoughts about Ron. So,
well, that is awesome. Well, I know Ron also loved to have a good time. And speaking of a good time, you and Kendall had a great time singing together. So, would you guys give us a little bit of preview? And then, if you haven't, you need to go to integritymarketing.com/ Integrity's Got Talent and watch this video and all the others. But I hate to put you guys on the spot, but we'd love to hear you guys sing because I know Ron would love it too.
Okay, well, Kendall, here we go. I'm going to just kick this one off about halfway through the song, if that works for you.
I'll follow you. You lead out.
All right. When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. You're supposed to go ha.
Ah.
All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose of my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. But they'll laugh at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a pony cake. They'll lead you around town like a scalded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go to Jackson, you big talking man, and I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my painted fan.
Boom!
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Congratulations, guys. Can't wait to see what all the submissions are on April 12th. So there's a lot of time. AC and Kendall, was it fun to do that?
Yeah, it was a blast.
Well, we can't wait. Yeah. Whatever we can do to get more people to we should get some people from Kellogg to showcase their talents. I got a text from Johnny Watt Barbo at Copeland. I think he's going to showcase a talent. I'm not sure what it is yet. Go get them, Johnny. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Well, Kevin, we're excited, man. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're incredibly excited about the rich history and legacy that you all have at Kellogg, and the opportunity for us to continue to build upon that together here at Integrity. So hope everybody has a great day. Can't wait for this announcement to go out tomorrow and continue to build upon this great business together. So God bless you, Kevin. Really appreciate it. I hope you and your family have a great day and a great announcement as well. It's an exciting time, and we're excited to be your partner.
Thank you, Brian. It's an honor and a privilege to be on this call with everybody today.
All right, everybody. Hope everybody has a great week, and look forward to another great call next Monday as well. God bless everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.